Hello students, welcome to the class. So as already we discussed charging and discharging of a capacitor through the RC circuit. So already the concept is over. On the same concept we are moving to the next point of your syllabus, that is the measurement of high resistance by the leakage method. So the experiment name is nothing but what? The leakage method. Through that we are going to find the high resistance of the resistor. Okay, so now you are seeing the picture circuit diagram of the measurement of high resistance by the leakage method experiment. So in this we are having the resistor, that is R, which is having the high resistance. This resistor is having the high resistance in terms of what? Mega ohm. So whatever the resistor is there, it is in terms of what? Mega ohm. Mega means how much? 10 raised to 6. So plus 6. So 10 raised to plus 6 of ohm. That much high resistance it contains. And next we are having a capacitor. So as I said in the last class, capacitor is an instrument which used to store the what? Charges. So this is what the capacitor. And here we are taking a rheostat. Through that the current will be adjusted, and this is what? The battery. So we are supplying a voltage from the battery, and different keys we are taking here. Okay, so this is the K2 key, this is the K key, and this is the K1 key, this is the K4 key, and this is nothing but what? K3. So like that totally we are having 5 keys. One is K, K1, K2, K3 and K4. So 5 keys we are having. So this is the experimental setup for the what? Leakage method. For this experiment we need a high resistance, a high resistor, that is in terms of mega ohm R, and we are having the capacitor to store the charges, and we are having the battery to supply the voltage, and 5 keys we want, and the rheostat also we want to adjust the what? Current. And one more thing we are using here, BZ I wrote here. So BZ is nothing but ballistic galvanometer. So already you know different type of galvanometers. So out of that this is also the type of the galvanometer. So as we studied in this SEM, the different type of galvanometers are nothing but what? First one is a tangent galvanometer, Helmholtz galvanometer we studied, and normal galvanometer you will use in the laboratory. So in the same type there is another one galvanometer is there. This is called as what? Ballistic galvanometer. Okay. So as we saw, the normal galvanometer is used to find the what? Sensitive current. And the tangent galvanometer and ballistic galvanometer is used to find the what? Magnetic field. In the same way, the ballistic galvanometer we are using in this experiment because it will measure the number of charges in a capacitor. Okay, see, when we will press all the key, the current starts to flow. So when current will be flowing in the circuit, then the capacitor starts to store the what? Charges. At the same time, when you will open the keys, the whatever the charges had been stored, that will start to what? Leak through the what? Capacitor. So when there is something, charges will be there in a capacitor, that will be determined by a what? Ballistic galvanometer. So that is the function of the ballistic galvanometer. So I hope you understood every elementary of this circuit diagram. And now the question, why we call it as a leakage method? This is the measurement of high resistance by the leakage method, because here what we are doing, like a charging and discharging of a capacitor, same rule we will apply here. So what we will do, we will close all those keys, all the 5 keys we will close. So when we will close, there is a number of charges go on storing the what? Capacitor. So capacitor starts to store the what? Charges. Now when you will open the key which is related to the capacitor, then what will happen? Whatever the stored charges are there, they will start to come out from the capacitor. They one by one they will start to come out from the what? Capacitor. So this coming out of the charges from the capacitor is known as what? Leakage method. That is nothing but what? The leakage method. And through that we will find the what? The resistance of this resistor. Initially we don't know this resistor, how much resistance it contains, but by using the leakage method, by making the capacitor to leak the charges, we go on finding the what? the resistance of this resistor. So that is our main aim. So let's go into the thing. So how to find that one? So this is the circuit diagram. So I'll take C be the capacity of a capacitor. C is what? The capacity of the capacitor, and R is the high resistance of a resistor in terms of mega ohm. That is the resistance. And when we will close all the keys, no, then there is a high number of charges had been stored in a capacitor. So that charges I will represented by Q naught. Okay. So to store the high amount of charges, is that necessary of giving the high voltage from the battery? So that time the voltage given by the battery is V naught. Understanding? So Q naught is the maximum number of charges in a capacitor, and V naught is the maximum voltage supplied by the what? Battery. Now I'll take Q and V. So Q and V are nothing but what? The number of charges and the voltage from the battery at a time of t second. At one time I'll measure. So at a certain time, what is the number of charges is Q. At a time t second, what is the voltage supplied by the battery? I'll note down by what? V. Okay. So now we will start the experiment. So the first step of experiment is we will close all the keys. So when we will close all the keys, the current starts to flow in the circuit, and when current is flowing, the capacitor starts to store the what? Charges. Okay. Then after storing the charges, it reaches to a one maximum value, that is what? Q naught. It reaches to the what? Q naught value. So now what I'll do, whatever the key connected to the battery is there, I'll open that key. Okay. So if I open this key, then the circuit will be incomplete. So when it is incomplete, there is no supply of a what? Current to the capacitor as well as a resistor. So in that time what will happen? The capacitor starts to what? Leakage those charges wherever it is stored. So now charges are coming out from the what? Capacitor. So for this is the case, then we will go on deriving the thing. Okay. So that is, I'll write here, during discharging of a what? Capacitor. So during discharging means there is no voltage from the battery, that is E is equal to 0. But already we know this is a RC circuit. This is the RC type of circuit because it contains the resistor and the capacitor. So when the voltage will be supplied, it had been distributed among these two, R and C. So that's what E is equal to what we are getting? We are getting I into R plus Q by C, which is equal to 0. This one already we studied in the last videos, in the last points. Okay. So if you didn't understand no, why I have got E is equal to I into R plus Q by C, so please see my last video, then you will understand why I wrote E is equal to I into R plus Q by C. Because I into R is the voltage across the resistor and Q by C is the voltage across the capacitor. So had been distributed among these two components. That's what the addition becomes equal to the total voltage supplied by the what? Battery. Okay. But as we are having discharging means open the key. So when open the key, there is no voltage. So we wrote E is equal to 0 we wrote. So which is means this is equal to 0 I am taking. And as you know, current is nothing but what? dq divided by dt. The current value, the rate of change of what? Charges is nothing but what? Current. So I is equal to dq by dt. So substituting in the first equation, what we will get? We are getting I value means dq by dt. Substitute. So we are getting dq by dt into R plus q by c is equal to 0 value we got. Now I'll make a q terms one side and other terms other side. So what? As something rearrangement I'll make. This term keep here and q by c term transfer to this side. So what we are getting? We are getting dq by dt into R is equal to minus q divided by c. We got the value. And as I am making q terms one side, so I'll transfer the dt and R terms to the RHS side. So what I'll get? So I am getting dq and q will come here. So dq divided by q, because it is in a numerator, so it will come to the what? Denominator. So dq by q we I got, which is equal to minus 1 divided by r will go to here. Okay, so 1 divided by r into c, and dt will go to the numerator. So into dt I got. dq by q is equal to minus 1 by rc into dt I got. Now integrate on both the sides. So integrating the equation on both the sides. So what I'll get? So if you integrate, we are getting like this. That is integration of dq by q, which is equal to integration of minus 1 divided by rc into what? dt I am having. And what is the integration of dq by q? So as you know, it is a log q. It is equal to minus 1 by rc. I'll write as it is because it is a constant term. And what is the integration of dt? Yeah, it is t plus something logarithm constant will be coming. That is, I'll write it as what? K value. Now we should find the k value. So I'll substitute t is equal to 0 to find the what? K value. So when time is 0, that time how many charges had been stored in the capacitor? Yeah, maximum charges will be there. So when time is 0, q is equal to what we will get? We are getting q naught, because maximum charges will be there. So if you substitute these two values in the above equation, what will be the new equation? So new equation will be log q naught is equal to, because q becomes q naught, so log q naught is equal to, t means 0, so this value becomes 0, which is equal to k. So when we substituted t is equal to 0, then q becomes q naught. So that time we got the k value as k is equal to log of q naught. Okay, so now this value again substituting in the main equation, we are having log of q is equal to minus t divided by rc plus log of q naught. This is the value we got. Okay, then now also I'll make a certain arrangement here. Transfer log q to this side and minus t to this side. So what you will get? So log q will be positive here. That is, I'll write as it is, log q, q naught positive, and log q is going this side, so it becomes what? Minus log q. Okay, so which is equal to, now this went this side, so this part I wrote here, and what is remaining? Minus t by rc is remaining. So transferring this side, so is it become plus t by rc? So we got plus t by rc the value. Now this is log of, this is like log u minus log v. So what is the value of log u minus log v? Yeah, it is log u divided by v. So in the same way, it value becomes what? Log q naught divided by q, because u divided by v, as it is minus. So log q naught by q is equal to t divided by rc. Okay, but now the thing, for this log there is a base of e is there. What is the base? Base is e. Now what I should make? This base e I should change to the log to the base 10. So while making, you know the procedure. Okay, so whenever log to the base e is there, if you want to change to the log to the base 10, then here we should multiply with 2.303. Okay, so if you multiply, this base of e had been changed to the base of 10. Okay, so 2.303 log to the base 10, and what is there? Q naught by q is equal to t by r into c is there. Okay, and as we know which value we are going to find, yeah, we are going to find the value of the what? R. Okay, so when we are going to find the value of the r, so in terms of r we should write the equation. Okay, so what that equation? That is r is equal to t will be in the numerator. This r I transferred this side. Okay, and the whole term is coming to here in the denominator term. So r is equal to what we will get? R is equal to, this is 2.303 log to the base 10 q naught by q. Q naught by q into, and what is remaining? C will be remaining. So this is what the R value. And what is our main intention? Yeah, measurement of the what? High resistance. So when we will know the time, at what time you are finding, and if you substituted the Q0 and Q value and the capacity of the capacitor, that is the C value, then easily we will find the what? The resistance, the high resistance in a what? Resistor. Okay, so this is the first part of this experiment, that is the measurement of high resistance by the what? Leakage method. See, measurement of high resistance by the leakage method having this circuit diagram. Okay, and what is the speciality of this circuit diagram? Is nothing but this is a type of RC circuit because it contains a resistor and capacitor. And when we will close all the keys, then what will happen? The current starts to flow. At the same time, the capacitor starts to store the what? Charges. Okay, so now this is the case. First step is closing all the keys. The capacitor had been start the what? Store the charges. So when charges had been stored, then what will happen? There is a maximum number of charges had been stored in a capacitor, which is equal to Q0. Okay, so for this the battery gives the what? The maximum voltage, which is equal to V0. And suppose at time t second, what is the charges and the voltage in the battery? If you see, that is Q and V we are having. Okay, so in the first step we closed all the keys, so there is a maximum number of charges stored in a what? Capacitor, that is Q0. And now in the next step we are making the what? We are opening the key which is related to the battery. So when we will open the key related to the battery, then what will happen? E becomes 0 because there is no roll up of the battery. So when E becomes 0, as we know, the total voltage has been distributed among a resistor and capacitor. So that's what we got, I into R plus Q by C, because the voltage across the resistor is I into R, and the voltage across the capacitor is Q by C, which is equal to 0. And this is the equation number 1. Now substitute I is equal to what? dq divided by dt, because already we know current is the rate of change of charges. Okay, rate of flow of charges. Okay, now as we substituted this value, we are getting a new equation here. And for this equation, transfer plus Q by C to this side, so it becomes minus Q divided by C. And now the thing, make a Q terms one side and other terms other side. So making like this, what we will get? We are getting dq divided by, so when Q will go here, it will be divided by Q is equal to R will go this side, so minus 1 divided by RC will be there into dt. So for this, integrate on both the side. So if you integrate, what you will get? You are getting integration of dq by Q is equal to integration of minus 1 divided by RC into dt. So what is the integration of dq by Q? Log Q, which is equal to minus 1 by RC is a constant term, so I kept as it is, minus 1 divided by RC. And what is the integration of dt? It is t plus what? K. K is the what? Log integrating constant. Okay, so now as we are going to find the K value, put t is equal to 0, means the time is 0. When there is a time before opening the key, then maximum number of charges will be there in a capacitor. So that's what Q value becomes Q0. So if you substitute that, log Q0 is equal to K you are getting. So K value becomes what? Log Q0. So substituting in the main equation, you are getting a new equation. So for this, again certain rearrangement you are making. Log Q you will transfer here, and this minus term you will transfer here. So you will get log Q0 by minus log Q is equal to T by RC. This become positive after going this side. And here one thing is, it is log to the base E is there. Now what I want? I want to change the log to the base of E to the what? Log to the base of 10. So if you want to change like this, then you should multiply with what? 2.303. 2.303. So already you studied in the mathematics this. Okay, so that's what 2.303 log to the base 10 of Q naught by Q you got, which is equal to T divided by RC. And what is our main intention? Yeah, our main intention is to find the R value. That is the measurement of high resistance. Okay, so that is R is equal to, in terms of R, write this equation. So what we will get, R is equal to this T divided by C will be there only, T by C. R will go here and this all the terms will come this side. So what you will get, you are getting R is equal to T divided by 2.303 log to the base 10 Q naught divided by Q into C. Okay, so this is the first step of the measurement of high resistance by the leakage method. Now we will use this equation only when we know all these values. So what are the values? First one, T you should know, C capacity of the capacitor you should know, and Q naught and Q values we should know, means the number of charges in a capacitor when maximum charges will be there, and at a time t second what will be the charges in a capacitor. So if you know this thing, no, then only you are able to find the what, R value, that is the high resistance. Okay, now the question is how to find the number of charges in a capacitor, that is the Q naught and Q value, because C we can calculate, T we will come to know, but how to calculate this Q naught and Q value. Okay, so that one I'll tell in the what, the next video, the next part of this theory I'll tell in the next video. Okay, so but before that you watch this video and understand all those things. Okay, because the further derivation is based on this equation only. So taking this equation we will derive the what, the further part of the derivation. Okay, thank you.